What's up, everybody? Today we are going to be looking at something that is vitally important to lawn care, and that is how to easily identify weeds. And we're going to do this through a flow chart so that you can have the confidence to control those weeds. Now, controlling the weeds, that's going to be in a separate video, and you can click right up here to get to that if you don't already know how to control weeds. So you can do that up here. There's a little preview of it playing just here. You can see that. This is going to be the first step, how to identify. So let's jump into it. Just to kind of get started here, don't forget to subscribe. You see that little pop-up back there? That's kind of cool. Click right down below, hit the notifications, do all that. And after you watch the video, please leave a comment, talk about it, share it, do all that kind of fun stuff, because I'm sure you're going to enjoy this. So today we're going to do how to easily identify weeds. Now, this can be a challenge for a lot of people, so I think it's very important to just walk through the steps on how you can easily identify them. So this is basically how this is going to go. We're going to start here with our weed ID. Obviously, this is where your starting point is. Now, from there, you have one question that you have to ask in order to move on to the next step. So that first question is it an animal? Here's why that's important. See, now there could be times where you're just not quite in a good frame of mind, and you might be confused because, say, you have dandelions. Maybe there's a lion on your yard. It's not a dandelion, it's an actual lion, and therefore you should run and not worry about whether or not that's a weed. However, if you do answer the question as a yes, you move to the next category. It's not a weed. If it is an animal, it is not a weed. So you should probably stop drinking just because you were confused for a moment that this animal was potentially a plant, and that's not a good thing. So you need to really take a look at your life right now, examine it, and just decide if you're doing things correctly. But, let's go back. Okay, is it an animal? The answer is no, right? So no is the answer. We'll move down. So this is a very serious question here, is does it belong? Because by definition, a weed is just a plant that doesn't belong. So does it belong? Yes. Well, if it does, then it's not a weed. Congratulations, you've now identified that if it belongs, it's not a weed. So now it's time to go drink a beer and celebrate your success because you have identified that it does belong, therefore it's not a weed. But what if it doesn't belong? No, it does not belong. We move down here, then it is a weed and you need to kill it. That's pretty simple. So that's how it works. As you go through the chart, when you're looking at weeds, ask yourself, is it an animal? If it's not an animal, ask if it belongs. If it does not belong, then it's a weed and you should kill it. Once you have killed that weed, congratulations. Drink 2 beers for being awesome and for not being confused that it was actually an animal. If you don't know how to control weeds, we're gonna go ahead and get into that in a separate video. So you can go ahead and click right over here and see that. It'll take you in there. I appreciate your time and I hope you found this helpful.